What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday to you here on Talk Wrestling from NoDQ.com and, of course, YouTube.com/NoDQCAW. Thank you all so much, first of all, yesterday for the birthday wishes. I really appreciate all 100 and something of y'all right on my wall over the last 48 hours. It was crazy how many people wrote on my wall. Thank you. For those of you watching on my personal page, which I don't post the show on my personal page, but if you are, thank you also to my friends. Word up. Anyway, thank you all. I had a great time yesterday. I spent the day in the hospital. It was fun. My kid got sick. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about what's going on with WWE and specifically Raw, but we'll talk about SmackDown a little bit too. The big story on Raw should be The Miz and John Cena for the WWE Championship. Unfortunately, everybody's talking about, there it is right there, Triple H and The Undertaker. And The Rock. They're talking about The Rock. Okay. I'd love that Triple H is facing The Undertaker. I love that The Undertaker's streak is in more jeopardy than it's ever been. This gives me a reason to order WrestleMania where I'm going to be for WrestleMania. I'm going to be down there in Long Beach chilling with my homies, but it gives me a reason to pony up my $5 and watch the show. But with what happened on Raw, and again, this person BCC 12859, do you think WWE made a mistake by making the Undertaker versus Triple H match with CM Punk, Wade Barrett, The Miz, even Cena? Why Triple H? Just to me feels slapped together a retirement match with HBK as special ref. Just saying. It does feel like this was kind of like thrown together, and there were two ready-made matches for Mania on the platter there for Vince to use. You had the return of Triple H avenging his beatdown by King Sheamus, and you had Undertaker going after Wade Barrett, the man who helped bury him alive last year at Bragging Rights? Bragging Rights. And instead, they bury Sheamus. Triple H came out there and just punked Sheamus out the other night. And not only that, then he loses to Evan Bourne. I love me my Evan Bourne. Matt Sydal, Evan Bourne is awesome, but the fact that he just obliterated Sheamus within like 5 minutes, that was ridiculous. And then you had Wade Barrett, who is not even on this. Well, he's on the Undertaker show. He's on SmackDown, and instead we have an interpromotional match because this could be it. I get if it's the Undertaker's last match at WrestleMania, if it's the last time he's gone because he's so beat up and so injured. And if it's Triple H's last time, then fine. But if it's not, and they have one more WrestleMania, it should have been saved until WrestleMania, Undertaker's 20th WrestleMania. They just totally threw away two ready-made matches on the card. And now, I can almost guarantee, unless Sheamus has a Money in the Bank, he's not going to be on WrestleMania because he just got owned twice by Triple H and by Evan Bourne. And Wade Barrett and the Core, again, there was another ready-made match there if you didn't use Undertaker, the Core versus the Nexus. And now you have Randy Orton against CM Punk, with the Nexus maybe or maybe not being involved, depending on how those qualifying matches go over the next few weeks. Michael McGillicuddy's already out. He got punted in the skull Monday night. So, it just seems very, again, this isn't a PG show. It seems very clusterfucky, what's going on with WWE booking on Raw, at least. And then you have SmackDown, who has Edge versus Alberto Del Rio coming up. That is being booked fairly well, in my opinion. Alberto is being shown as a legit threat to the World Heavyweight Championship, which he should be. He won the Rumble. He outlasted 39 guys. Granted, he didn't come in until number 40 or whatever it was, but, he made it to the end. He won the Rumble. He gets his shot, and he's a legit threat. You have Edge, who they're talking retirement with him. There's all kinds of rumors all over the place about Edge stepping away after his contract is up. So will this be his last hurrah? And with all these guys having their last hurrah, why is Sheamus being buried on Raw? Why is Daniel Bryan being buried on Raw? Why is Alex Riley, losing a cage match to John Cena on Raw? I get that they want to get A-Rai away from The Miz because that makes Miz vulnerable, although it shouldn't. Miz is the WWE champion. but they're just totally burying the young guns. Aaron stole a great joke on Twitter. I have to promote Aaron on this one about the unburied alive match between Daniel Bryan and Sheamus. The first one to claw out of the grave wins. That's freaking great. It would be funnier if it wasn't true, because that's how ridiculous it's gotten. Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson, my buddy, is the U.S. champion. He should have a match at WrestleMania. Sheamus has been built up over the last 2 years as this killer, this monster, and he gets buried in 5 minutes. It's ridiculous. It's totally bogus. And to have Evan Bourne, a guy who, and not only did Evan Bourne win the match against Sheamus, but then he was an afterthought, because Michael, the voice of the WWE, Cole, came out and he got ready to cut his segment after the commercial. That's another thing. You could have all these ready-made WrestleMania matches I talked about, and then you waste it on Cole and the King. Trust me, nobody wants to see Michael Cole get beat up more than this guy, okay? But to have it at WrestleMania, we need to have a stipulation added to this, guys. We need to have, if Cole loses, he's off the show, and JR comes back. That's what we should do for WWE WrestleMania. That's what we should do. JR comes back if Cole loses. Okay. Again, this is just my opinion. What do you guys think? What should happen? Besides wishing me happy birthday, which, again, I appreciate, all 140 of you, whatever it was. What do you guys think about WrestleMania and the way it's being built up? Let me know, and we'll see you next time.